Hey guys, it's Mrs. Johnson here. I have a question for you all. What is your favorite memory at Principia?
When we were in preschool and our class went to Italy.
Joining the dorm, I wasn't originally supposed to join the dorm.
Missouri Day from freshman year.
It's probably in history class with just Mr. Laggert.
All the weekends I spent with my friends, especially sophomore year, because we really enjoyed turning up in the social center.
Day where I had 3 block study halls in a row, and I got to eat breakfast for an entire 2 hours on a Thursday.
The bottle flip that I had in the locker room during the soccer season.
When you were boxing up the old library to be packed away, and it was a lot of fun.
All the big events during my senior year, like senior retreat, icebreaker, homecoming.
I loved all the dances here, like Halloween dances, icebreaker.
The hall brawl. We got all of the seniors in one hall. I think it was First North, and we had all of the underclassmen and juniors run and try and reach the end.
Working as stage crew on the dance productions.
Bye Bye Birdie or 42nd Street or Cinderella.
Production. Cinderella was amazing. I loved it.
Being on stage with such incredible people.
It was really special to see all the performances we had this year.
Junior year sports camp for tennis because that was my first time at Prin.
On the volleyball team when we won districts.
The visitation game this year.
Junior year varsity basketball when we beat Priory at home.
My whole wrestling experience here and all the athletic teams that I've been a part of.
Going to state junior year for track and field.
Going to state for wrestling.
When the boys soccer team won state.
Winning state junior year for soccer.
All the class trips.
Because they're just such amazing opportunities and I got to learn so much.
8th grade, we went to Costa Rica.
I think we have to go with the Costa Rica trip. In 8th grade.
The New Mexico trip, freshman year.
Going to the Dominican Republic.
The DR trip.
The Dominican Republic trip.
Building a house for a family.
And it was just endless Pooh Head and Munchkin and all sorts of amazing card games.
The junior class trip. Sailing in the fall.
Canoeing in Outward Bound.
The baseball spring break trip to Florida.
The jazz band tours.
Jazz band sophomore year and this year when we went on tour.
Going to Israel.
Icebreaker.
We had icebreaker.
All of the icebreakers, they were always super fun. I mean, I was never called to do anything, thank God, but
each year was all different and so well done, especially for ours, I think.
Yeah. It was super fun to put together.
It's really the first bonding experience we had as a senior class.
It finally all came together and it was successful and very fun.
After icebreaker, the seniors who were available to go all went to Uncle Bill's and we were out till 1 in the morning.
Senior retreat. Part 1.
Senior retreat.
The senior retreat.
Getting to hang out with all my fellow seniors.
I had a lot of favorite memories over senior retreat.
So many good memories made on that trip.
When Blue House finally won their first competition, just because everyone was so excited.
The senior retreat was a super fun experience. Just to be welcomed so quickly into the senior class was just an amazing experience.
Going to the senior retreat because I felt like I grew a lot more.
The last night of senior retreat.
When all of the seniors went down to the beach.
We all just kind of went around and told each other what we loved about each other.
It was just a moment.
The question that I ask you right now is, what is your funniest story while you've been here at Principia?
There's no stories, but there's moments.
Freshman hunt.
I self-nominated myself as the physics toner of the month.
Dinner with the soccer team and I ate a lot of wasabi thinking it was guacamole.
I've declared my love to Molly Lovelace, Maddie Peticolis.
Caleb Kelly, I'm not marrying you.
Yeah, I think that's it for high school.
Filling up Peter Dry's office with balloons.
I have multiple best friends, Lydia Pierce, Caitlin Demery, Lainey Wold.
When I had to do the readings for dorm church and the music wouldn't start, so I had to sing a cappella to get everyone going.
I wear a sombrero and emoji heart slippers to crew every Friday.
Town hall meetings were probably the funniest moments ever.
I started a club to gain more followers on Instagram. The Clean Lunchbox Club.
I was coming down from the library and I thought Carson was right behind me, and I jumped on his back and it was the principal.
I dug into my sister's closet for 20 minutes to find a princess backpack to bring to school, a wheelie one.
10 minutes ago, when Story was gonna bring her cat for this interview.
I did.
And she put it down on the ground and it ran away, and it's gone.
For last year during soccer, it was like raining out and Kip tried to pass us this ball and he just like wiped out and fell flat on his back.
On the Samunier trip, watching Peter Dry and Travis Brenningham dance.
Watching Kip fall.
And Ross. Ross is a good dancer.
Oh my God. Ross puts it all out there, man.
This guy, he came to the dorm and he was talking to us about Christian Science, and I farted really loud. And he looked right at me and we made eye contact.
We were at CC's last year and Josh was a brand new junior, and Noah and all of us tricked him into thinking there were bowling alleys in the back of CC's, and we told him to go reserve lane 3, and he went back and there was no bowling alleys, and he was like, where are they? And we were like, they're in the back, Josh, what are you doing? And he was like, I can't find them, and then he just freaked out because there were no bowling alleys, and then we were like, you're an idiot.
On the Boston trip, me and a few friends started playing cards right in the middle of a public elevator.
When we pranked Luke with like the boys' core, was like one of my favorite things ever.
And then we accidentally hit the emergency button, and then we all panicked.
But we like carried him into like Mr. Shutt's office, like on a bunk, on like a cot, and like he slept in there the entire night. And we like tried to do it sneakily, and we were like the entire core like at like 11:30 at night, and it was so funny.
Hi seniors, it's Miss Alford here. My question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Hopefully I'm out of college.
I'll be out of school.
Have an MBA.
I will be graduated from college. Hopefully, I'll be graduated from college.
10 years is too long of a time. 1 year. 6 months, take that back. I'll be on a boat to Canada.
Right here, in this dumpster.
Why Canada? Easiest way to get there is by boat.
I want to have a dog by then.
It'll be a cargo ship. We'll be importing snow. The Canadian snow is getting a little dirty. It's melting.
I want to be married and have a family.
Hopefully be married by then. If not, whatever.
I will find my second wife.
I'd like to be one of the best elementary school education teachers ever. I'm gonna have 12 dogs. I'm gonna be super rich.
We'll live in a log cabin, have 10 children, and then they will most likely be attending Principia in 10 years.
To have my dream job.
I'll definitely be running my own business.
From the IT field.
Shoe business owner for sure. Take after my dad.
Climbing up the ladder of my parents' business.
My own business.
Be like my dad, own my own restaurant, be very successful.
Running my own small business.
Working for a large company as an industrial engineer.
Engineering, specifically like building bridges.
A civil engineer.
Basically an electrical engineer and mechatronics, so that base of thing.
Working with a small team of people to come up with, creative solutions to like energy problems.
Working my way up in politics.
A sports management job here in 10 years.
I want to be like Mr. Shutt and like run the boys' dorm.
Still in the military.
Work in the music world.
Mixing audio for all the biggest movies in LA. And
Something with the performing arts, singing, dancing, acting.
Hopefully acting. Anywhere where there's an acting job.
I would like to move back to Denver.
Living in Fiji off of the money I stole from my heist of the Federal Reserve.
Or living on the beach in Florida.
Back in Arizona.
Living in California.
And I want to live in Idaho.
Probably in Mexico.
Definitely in another country.
Engaged to a beautiful woman, of course. Not married yet.
I agree.
Married.
Hopefully I'll be married.
Hopefully married.
Family, car, maybe a house, but that's dreaming big.
With at least one kid.
I'll have 2 sons. They will both be D1 committed athletes by the age of 7.
Married. No kids. I don't want kids. I hate kids.
Hopefully not homeless.
Hopefully not homeless.
I think I just want to be happy. Homeless and happy.
I think in 10 years I'd like to know what I'm doing at that point and have everything figured out.
Doing something I love and like being happy.
I think I'll be doing whatever God wants me to be doing.
Hello, this is Mr. Branningham.
What is the one thing you're the most proud of accomplishing while at Principia?
Sports is like very high on my list for things like that.
I did dance for all 4 years, for all the seasons.
Doing 3 sports at Principia, and I placed third in my event at swimming.
Being a captain for the basketball team and getting to lead in that way.
Being captain of the football team.
Being the most improved and so many other football awards.
Second team all-conference this year on basketball and first team all-district.
Qualifying for state for wrestling.
Probably winning state.
Sawyer and I can agree on definitely winning state.
I'm very proud of reaching the rank of colonel in tiny tanks.
How I did in school this year.
Getting an A in a French 2 class.
Passing my physics class.
Getting my GPA up.
Giving my senior speech.
My senior speech.
Like getting over my fear of public speaking so I can give my senior speech.
Getting my Eagle Scout.
Eagle Scout in general, but it's more specifically my Eagle Scout project.
Not being suspended.
I learned how to walk, tie my shoe.
Not that I have anything to be suspended for.
Being admitted to the St. Louis Youth Orchestra as first chair oboe.
Doing the work on Samunier project that I did.
Being a part of production. My experience with production this year.
Working in Ridgeway and doing the sound for that.
Getting the house system set up.
My club, the Clean Lunchbox Club.
The house system. Oh, I also got the Dean of Students my senior year to call me bestie.
Reconciliation Advisory Board, Rec Board is like where I've really been able to give the most and what I'm really most proud of.
I'm proud that I survived Prin.
Being the first student chapel speaker and getting other students to follow.
Most proud moment of myself was the courage to give a chapel.
I've really overcome, I don't know, like talking to more people and stuff.
Oh, the growth I've made.
I've grown a lot.
All the times that I took the time to help someone else instead of doing something like homework or something that I needed to do.
Becoming a leader and example, like to the younger guys.
Learning what true manhood is.
How much I've grown as a person, as a musician, as a Christian Scientist.
How much I've grown like spiritually as well.
My growth in Christian Science and understanding.
Growing as a Christian Scientist.
I'm most proud of my growth in Christian Science and just my character.
I'm just really grateful that I can take what I've learned here into my next experience.
Hi guys, it's Mrs. Rainwater, and I have a question for you. What advice would you give to the underclassmen?
Be a doer, not a sayer.
I'm just gonna say fake it until you make it.
You're like engaging in the activities even if they don't seem that fun for you right now.
I think you should always act like your parents are watching you.
Don't get senioritis freshman year.
Getting to the end, that's really the time to pick it up and keep it going.
Don't lose your focus and your drive because you want to be able to finish your year strong.
I say don't sweat the little things. Keep progressing, keep moving forward because that's how you grow as a person.
Move into the dorm.
Be boarder. If you can't be boarder, spend a lot of time on campus hanging out with friends.
It's very easy to take Principia for granted if you're not like putting yourself into it and getting included.
Do not stick a fork in the outlets.
Such a bad idea.
And don't procrastinate.
Stay on top of your work.
Do not slack off during senior documentaries.
Do your homework because it actually does something to your grade.
Learn how to calculate your GPA.
Study for the SAT.
Get as much help as you can from the teachers.
Don't be afraid of asking them to proofread your papers, especially the teachers.
Go to your teachers and talk to them.
Somebody's gone through the same thing that you've gone through, so just find that person and get that help from them.
Branch out.
Get to know people.
Get to know everyone in like a little way if you can.
Take advantage of all the opportunities that you have here.
Because there's so many.
Get out of your room as much as you can.
Go backstage, do set building, help out with the shows.
Take all the Bible classes you can.
Travel, take hard classes.
Go with your friends, go outside.
Go to as many sports games as you can.
Try new things because you might not be able to do that later in life.
Do things that you'll look back upon and you'll smile.
And honestly, just making your own things to do.
Make friends, do that, but always be prepared to be on your own.
Don't underestimate gratitude.
The people that you meet here are really standout people, and they're good people that you want to surround yourself with.
Surround yourselves with people who are better than you.
Don't be afraid to embarrass yourself.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Take risks and not be afraid to try something new.
Sometimes the relationships that are most meaningful to you happen because you got out of your comfort zone and went up to talk to somebody.
Don't let people limit you.
Be your own person and don't just follow the crowd.
Do what you love and love what you do.
You'll regret not doing stuff that you could have done.
You know, there's so many opportunities here at Print for you to get outside of yourself.
Enjoy yourself and live your life.
Make sure you're making the most you can of every moment.
Make the most of your time here at Principia.
Because it goes by so fast.
I regret being on my phone so much instead of enjoying the moment.
Don't get caught up in yourself.
Having a positive attitude honestly makes everything better. Like, it can change your entire experience.
Don't take Principia for granted because it gives so much.
Make the most of it.
Hi, I'm Mr. Hen, and one final question for you. What would you like to say to the class of 2017?
I know I was super annoying, especially at the beginning of my time here at Principia, and I want to apologize for that.
I would just like to apologize for becoming a psychopath dance teacher during Icebreaker.
If I had to share anything, I think now is a good time. Have you ever seen me and Mrs. FM in the same room? Probably not. Shh. Shh. No, Travis.
It's been a ride.
This whole 4 years has been like really awesome, and it wouldn't be the same without each and every one of you.
It's been a long ride of about 15 years, but you guys have made it worth it.
Us lifers, we made it, guys.
To the class of 2017 for my A1 day one since freshman year.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I want to thank the senior class for being so welcoming.
For just making me feel so loved.
Thanks for making this the best year of my life.
Thank you for letting me be your vice president.
3 years in a row.
You guys are just all awesome. Thank you so much.
I just want to give gratitude for everyone.
I'm super grateful for all of you guys.
I'm so grateful I got to go to Prin.
I'm really grateful for everyone who went out there and actually put in their best effort.
I'm really grateful for you all.
I couldn't have asked to have been in a better class.
But I'm definitely gonna miss you all.
My best friends are in my class, and I think that's so cool.
There's many of you I will miss.
I'm gonna really miss us all, like of the dynamic that we have together and the cooperation and work that we get done.
I'm really proud of us as a class. I think that we all had a lot to deal with, but I think we all helped each other through it.
We rock.
I think that we have a really special bond as a class.
Way to leave a good mark behind on Principia.
Come to the reunion.
10-year reunion, woo!
If you don't come to reunion and I never see you again, I will be so mad at you.
Keep in touch. I just hope that we stay in touch.
I'll never forget you guys.
I love you guys all. You guys have been like a great class.
I love you guys.
I love you.
I love our class.
No better class I'd rather graduate with.
I love you guys. I love you guys.
It doesn't get any better than this.
We're graduating. We made it.
Guys, we're graduating.
Now, before you go, we have one more question for you.
Okay.
And that is, what do you think of when you think of the class of 2017?
The class of 2017 makes me smile a lot. You guys are amazing.
You have been, as a class, particularly focused on the concept of legacy.
Integrity, enthusiasm, and leadership.
You guys are a fun class, a thoughtful class.
Enthusiastic leadership.
Depth of character and leadership.
I think they're resilient. I think they've undergone an enormous amount of change.
I can't say enough about the class.
Is there anything that you'd like to share with the class of 2017?
I love every one of you, and I am so proud of all of you guys.
I have enjoyed every minute with this class.
Just keep giving more.
Act unselfishly, always.
That's what this world needs, and that's my advice to you all. Just keep giving, and when you think you've given it all, give more.
Stay in touch. Come back. Share with us the experiences that you have so that we can know the legacy that 2017 has going well beyond Principia.
Now it's your turn to go out into the world and make a tremendous impact in whatever comes next.
Go out into the world, do great things, and be joyous as you do it.
Noah Ostler,
Hunter Hummel,
Max Bowen,
Brantley Daly,
Karina Erickson, Story Pearson, Jessica Bain, Emily Anderson,
Ludwin Piano,
Sawyer Bradley,
Caleb Keller,
Carson Alford,
Ty Youngblood,
Michael Dilly,
Hannah Syke, Cicely Williams, Caitlin Demery,
Stuart DeMarcos,
Marshall Fielding, John Woodall,
Payne Sellers, Gustavus Palukake,
Gabe Keeley,
Caleb Kelly, Garrett Pierce,
Wyatt Dale,
Kai Fisher.
Hannah Sablon. Graydon Deschemier.
Luis Aguilar.
Joshua Aleman.
Corey Carter.
Kaylin Wampole. Christina Reddington.
Zoe Wade.
Lydia Pierce.
Sabrina Netherwood.
Denny Vadelas.
Luke McCutcheon.
Daniel Christensen.
Jover De Los Reyes.
Skyla Luciani.
Maddie Peticolis.
Amanda Kamau.
Sammy Keller.
Anna Collins.
Sammy Wolf.
Hayden Jones. Melissa Schaefer.
Greta Johnson.
Stanton Ott.
Palin Hayes.
Charisma Lockhart. Grace Stringer.
Jesus de la Cruz Foundation.
Rosie Paul.
James Maston. Cam Wood.
Mary Ott.
Ava Benjamin.
Callie Matos.
Marlena Matizan.
Julia Shutt.
Gretchen Berlin.
Zachary Vandermeer.
Tyler Lovelady.
And it's a winding road, and it's a long way on. So don't wait for someone to tell you it's too late, 'cause these are the best days. There's always something tomorrow, so I say let's make the best of tonight. Yeah, let's make the best of tonight. Here comes the rest of our lives. The rest of our lives. And it's a winding road. It's a long way on. So don't wait for someone to tell you it's too late, 'cause these are the best days. There's always something tomorrow, so I say let's make the best of it. Don't wait, 'cause no one can tell you it's too late, 'cause these are the best days. There's always something tomorrow, so I say let's make the best of tonight. Yeah, let's make the best of tonight. We'll make the best of tonight. Here comes the rest of our lives.